Today I'm going to show you 2 recipes to make your own dark wax. These 2 DIY recipes work great on chalk painted furniture, wood finish, or regular painted furniture. You're going to start with soft clear wax. I'm going to use mine. I have a recipe up for soft wax with carnauba, but if you have whatever kind you have, you can use Annie Sloan, which is a great wax, but I'm going to do mine with DIY wax today because this is a very cost-effective way to do this. The first thing I recommend doing is getting a sample piece of wood and painting it with 2 coats of your paint that is on your furniture. You could actually use cardboard if you needed to. This way you can test on your tester board and see if you like the color before you apply it to your furniture. I also recommend starting off slow. So we're going to use a half a tablespoon of wax, and we're going to do half of that in the paint. So it's 2 part wax to 1 part paint. The reason we're going to do this is because you want your wax to be a good color for your project. So we're going to start out with this amount and see if this gets the color that we want. I use regular paint brushes instead of wax brushes because you wipe your wax off anyway. This is a whole lot cheaper. So this is what it looks like with 2 parts wax and 1 part paint. And of course, we wipe the wax off. So that is your look with 2 parts wax and 1 part paint. This is half paint and half wax. Of course, always remember it will go on a lot darker than what it will be when you wipe it off, but do a small area. So this is 2 parts wax and 1 part paint, and this is half paint and half wax. The second recipe for dark wax, we're going to use Minwax Wood Finish. This is an oil-based stain, so you have to clean it up with mineral spirits or paint thinner. It also might be a good idea to wear gloves when you're using it because it is not going to necessarily clean off your hands even with the mineral spirits or paint thinner. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 1 part of the wax and we're going to do half as much of the stain. Once again, we're making small batches so we don't waste the product, and you can make sure that you get the exact wax you want before you mix up an entire batch of wax. This wax will have a longer drying time than the latex wax because of the Minwax. Also with this, you have to be absolutely sure that you get all the excess off because the stain has to go on furniture thin, or it just kind of sits there in a gooky mess for a long time, long time. It goes on darker than the paint does. This is the 2 parts wax to 1 part paint, and this is the 2 parts wax to 1 part Minwax. They're a different color because the wax and the paint are different colors, but you can see how much darker this goes on. And this is half Minwax stain and half of the soft wax. So 2 parts wax and 1 part stain, and half stain and half wax. The great thing about doing this on a board ahead of time is that you can save the step that Annie Sloan recommends of putting a coat of clear wax on your project first, because you will know exactly what you're getting like this, and you can skip that whole first step of the first coat of clear wax. You can use any kind of paint you want. It does not have to be chalk paint. I get these at Hobby Lobby. They have them at Michael's and Joann Fabric and craft stores, and they even have them at Walmart. So you can get a latex paint and that will work to add to your wax. The last thing I'm going to do is show how the DIY wax compares to the Annie Sloan wax when you make dark wax out of it. I love this DIY wax hack because it saves so much money. I can make this for $5 and this is $25. So it is a huge difference. I think these both look pretty much the same. I don't really see a difference. So let's see how they work going on furniture. Those look identical to me. I don't really see a difference. So there are the final results for the DIY Dark Wax hack. The Annie Sloan wax, dark wax, looks the same to me as a DIY soft wax. So I think we can safely say this is a hack no matter how you make it. I have some other videos up on how to seal chalk paint with things that are not wax, soft wax alternatives. Please have a look at those. I also have a Carnauba soft wax recipe and just a soft wax recipe up. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. If there's a video you would like to see made, send me a message or post a comment and maybe I will make it. Thanks for watching.